So I've had this issue with a leak on my valve cover gasket. If you notice here, this side's dry. It's pretty much bone dry all the way down. But on the other side, a little bit wet. I don't know if y'all see what I'm thinking yet. That could be an issue. You can see it's wet. Now when I did, so I'm sitting at 225K right now. And I did head studs at about 170. And they're great. Everything's doing fantastic. Got no problems using coolant or anything. Probably couldn't see that. But I don't know, sometimes studs don't go all the way down or whatever. I think some of these look like they're about the right height. I don't know if they all went down the right as far as they should, but if you look here, all the studs on this side looks like the valve cover guides are hitting the studs. That one, and that one back there. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, I did this at 170. I've had the truck since 150. Don't know if the valves have ever been adjusted. Didn't do it when I did the studs, just because I did studs and a couple other things at the same time. Didn't want to go changing too much stuff. So now that it's another 55,000 miles later, or 55,000 miles later, figure what the heck, we'll go ahead and adjust the valves and see if I can get that. I'm just going to trim those up a little bit because I hadn't had any problems with it leaking. Before I did the studs, it wasn't leaking at all. And then after I had I did injectors too because I had an injector code. So it came with a new valve cover gasket, which wasn't a factory valve cover gasket, and it was leaking. So I went back and put the original one back on, and it's still leaking. So we're gonna give this a try. I mean, who wants to spend $200-400 on a new gasket when you don't have to? And these things seem like they last a pretty good while, and if I can save that little bit of money, what the heck. So I'm gonna get this thing apart, adjust these valves, trim those up, and see what they do. Alright, so all I did was took the old death wheel there, just sliced a little bit of those pieces off with a, as you can tell, with a precise eye measurement. I mean, if anything, it should be enough. It should be enough. It might lay back over the rocker cover. We shall see. Alright, about 2.5 hours later, with well, among doing other things, keeping the house straight, and doing the valve cover gasket and the valve lash. Took it for a ride, and she dry, but that could change in a week or whatever. So we'll revisit this a few days to a week, see if it's actually the problem. But so far, not too shabby. Hopefully it stays that way. Alright y'all, here we are, 2 weeks later. See how this thing does. I want to say I did do the valve lash on this when I was doing this valve cover gasket, or when I did the valve lash. I want to say that it actually runs better, a little bit quieter, maybe a little less of a tick. But my fuel mileage, I've been able to hold a higher fuel mileage for longer, according to the Lyometer. If y'all know how that is. But usually I'll hang around 17 miles per gallon according to the Lyometer. Here lately I've been holding around 18 miles per gallon, which, I mean, ain't much, but it's honest, So, well, at least from what that says, not what what the true mileage is, but you get my point. Either way, let's check out this valve cover. Well, one thing before we get to that valve cover, I don't know if I'll be able to see it, but one thing I did when doing the valve lash is once you have it on top dead center, yeah, okay, so I put a line, that's my top dead center line there, okay? So right now it's not exactly top dead center, but the good thing about it is once you get it top dead center, it's most of us will be moving. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I can't get my flash to turn on right now. Oh, hang on, here we go. Here we go. Let's see if we can get down there. You can see there that I've got another line there. So once you have the other line up the top dead center, most of us will be down underneath turning the crank with one of the nuts or bolts on the dampener. So that way, when that line comes around to straight up and down on the bottom, you can see that. That way you don't have to keep getting up or have another person. If somebody's, if you're working alone, you've got that one line, you don't have to keep getting up, climbing up on your ladder or whatnot to see if you're in the top dead center or not. And that really helped with my doing my valve lash. So then here you go. Look at this. 2 weeks later, dry as a bone. What I like. Let's see if I can get back here. Focus it. Come on. There you go. Look at there. Oh, girl, boy. All right. Nice and dry. Which I'll admit, back here, I guess I didn't spray it off very good the first time. Had to get the old brake spray back out with the straw, clean it up a little bit. Did that about after the first day. Once I did that, hadn't been a drop back there since. So that's nice. Been nice to know when within the last 50,000 miles, and I could have saved a lot of this right here. God, I'm such an idiot. Oh well. Now I just got to get my front pinion seal done, and I won't have any leaks aside from the front, which I don't know. Just seems like these things are made to leak from the front sometimes. But other than that, there she is, good to go for however long. Like I said, it could have been where the studs didn't go all the way down in the head. Maybe I didn't put them down there far enough. Maybe I think when you run them down, you back them up. I can't remember what it was. You back them up a quarter of a turn or something like that. And I did the studs one by one. So, that's the original head gasket on there. And I'm 50,000 miles in on that with 226,000 on the truck. And I'm not about to mess with that head gasket if I don't have to. Or mess with those studs if I don't have to. That thing, it's been going this long. When you do the studs one by one, it's hit or miss sometimes either way. So we good to go for however many more miles that we got to go. We'll see what happens. So we'll that's it for now. Until the next episode.